So, how you guys doing? So a couple of the guys are asking me, how come you never get up here and do a song? So I'm up here this week, and I'm doing a song. Do we have any Audio Adrenaline fans out there? Anyone? Wow. I was expecting a lot more than that. I'm going to cry. I'm probably just going to get off stage right here and leave. Jeez. All right. Well, so if there are any true Audio Adrenaline fans out there, you guys will know this song. So if you, no, it's not that one. Nice try, Nicole. But yeah, if you know this one, feel free to sing it along with me. So, hey, this song is about a book I read once called the so-called inherent evils of rock and roll. And I wrote this little song about it. I guess I'd like to just thank you all for coming out and sing this song tonight. So here it goes. Once I read a book, and this is what it said: if your music has a beat, then you're gonna wind up dead. It doesn't really matter if it's Christian or not. If it's syncopated rhythm, then your soul is gonna rot. And this song was called You're Gonna Burn. And in the second chapter, I went on to learn. Take 2 house plants and put them to the test. Set them both in front of speakers, let the music do the rest. The first one you play Mozart or something fancy like that. The second one you play Petra, some Megadeth. Doesn't really matter what kind of rock it is. So I took my 2 house plants and I put them to the test. Set them both in front of speakers, let the music do the rest. I powered up my Pioneers and let the music roar. And 20 minutes later, someone's knocking at my door. I opened up the door, and there my neighbor stood. He said, "Man, I'd like to get some sleep if you really think I could." He said, "Man, can't you see? I got a moral dilemma that I've got to get clear." And he said, "What kind of moral dilemma could you have at this time of night that could make me so angry that I just want to fight?" There's supposed to be like a glass crashing on the floor right here. Sorry. So I pointed to the page in that open book. It had a picture of a potted plant, and I said, "Here, go have a look." And he said, "Ready? Take 2 house plants and put them to the test. Set them both in front of speakers, let the music do the rest. The first one you play Mozart, something fancy like that. The second one you play that Petra and that Megadeth. Doesn't really matter what kind of rock it is." First of all, he said, "That's Wagner that you're playing. I've never heard of Petra, and isn't Megadeth all dead?" And secondly, emphatically, he asked me what's the sense of hanging out with houseplants when, hey, I live right across the fence. And I thought to myself, that's a really good point. So I took my 2 houseplants and I put them both outside. And me and my neighbor, well, we went out for a drive. We talked about all the things that really matter most, like life, love, and happiness, and then the Holy Ghost. So now my 2 houseplants can sit out in the sun. As for my neighbor, our friendship has become a meaningful relationship that's headed straight for heaven. But as for now, we like to sit around and listen to Audio Adrenaline. Crank to 11. Thanks, you guys. You've been a great audience. I'd like to thank my band.